What's up with this Jay-Z and American Gangster? How you feel about it?
You know, I mean, I get asked that question a lot, and I guess that's when you check out the internet, you Google Frank Lucas versus Jay-Z, because somebody told me that they ran into it one day, and I ran into it and it had like 380,000 results for that, and I'm like, this dude got records all over the world. I ain't got one in the marketplace. What happens if I'm actually good? But as far as Jay-Z doing an album saying he's inspired by the movie American Gangster, you know, he's inspired by the story of Frank. I mean, you know, I would hope that it will inspire a lot of people to feel like they can take regard from that in terms of their entrepreneurial position. Because as we know, Hov is a big entrepreneur. He's done a lot of great things. Anybody that would try to say anything, you know, negative about his success is a fool, because you can look at the man's success in his detail, it's documented. So there's nothing you can say about that. I respect him very much. Frank Lucas, and I'm the aficionado of the Lucas brand. You know what I mean? Because the brand is not American Gangster, the brand is Lucas. When the movie comes out, all you hear is Frank Lucas. You don't hear American Gangster. So I'm the brand. You know what I mean? My father's a G, OG, put it down, and I'm here now. Frank Lucas walking and talking right now in a big city of New York.
What's all that about him calling your pops a snitch?
Yeah, he said it on No Hook. He said I'm more Frank Lucas from Ludacris, and I ain't trying to diss. You know what I'm saying in terms of calling my pops a snitch, I guess that's his interpretation of how he got the story. But if he was inspired by the movie, then at the end of the day, he would know that Frank wasn't a snitch, because Frank turned over international, you know what I'm saying, federales. He turned over international conspirators who are in conjunction with the military trafficking, drug trafficking violations. He turned over a lot of men that was a big part of the whole Serpico scandal and investigation back in the early to mid 70s. You know what I mean? And those were all corrupt people on the tape. You know what I'm saying? From a public service standpoint. So they were supposed to be serving the public as officers of the law, but they were serving their own greed, really. And that's who he turned over. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to put a negative light on anything that he did as far as my father is concerned in regards to the whole drug thing, because I don't advocate that. Bottom line is I got family that suffered from heroin, crack abuse, you know what I'm saying, as well. So I'm not above the law, dog, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean, whatever he did, he got to stand that on himself. But the point that I'm making is, if you're going to call somebody a snitch, tell a whole story, because the snitch is a very harsh word. So you got to make sure that you're going to talk about it in the right context. Because my kids go around with the name Lucas, you feel me? You know what I mean? So by you being disrespectful but yet trying to eat off the legacy, you know what I'm saying, you creating a bomb stone. The public is already out here, people talking about it crazy. And my thing is, you know what I mean, you know, your celebrity is what it is, you hold. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to be no bigger than you already are, you know what I'm saying? So the truth is this does more to help me, you know what I'm saying, than you anyway. So thank you for introducing me to corporate America. I owe you a check.
You touched upon the drugs, and I respect what you're saying about the fact that it was drugs. But the Blue Magic, the whole thought of it, that was the name of your pop's drug out on the street. Is I'm saying it right? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, you're definitely saying it right. Blue Magic, you know what I'm saying, was my family's brand. You know what I'm saying? Blue Magic was a drug that they imported from Southeast Asia. And when they imported this drug during the time of the Vietnam War, they imported it for the purpose of wholesale and retail sale. And my father was the one who brought it in. You know what I'm saying? Along with the people that he was in cahoots with overseas. You know, so basically in a nutshell, you know, what he did, he went out there, he started his business, you know, after he had a blessing from Bumpy before Bumpy Johnson died in 1968 in Wells Kitchen in Harlem, and he died on my father's arms. My father was like a son of Bumpy. You know, it's blogs out there like people saying Frank Lucas was just a flunky for Bumpy. Frank Lucas was a snitch. He turned it. It's not a lot of hate right now, because the old man is recognized as the crown holder. The bottom line. I mean, all these years, cats been talking about Nicky Barnes, Nicky Barnes, Nicky Barnes. You know what I'm saying? There's no disrespect to him. That man did his thing as well. You know what I'm saying? But Frank wasn't a drug dealer from Harlem. He was an international narcotics distributor. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't make him a good man. That doesn't make him a bad man. I'm just telling the story for what it was. International distributor, put it like this. He sold to the family of the mafia. They were buying from him. And in turn, they were selling to Nicki. So do you understand the difference in the level? This is the point. There's a difference in the level between them two. This is a documented fact. Everybody knows this, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows that my father's from the South. So if he came from the South and niggas was doing this and this in regards to him and putting pressure on the situation, why is he still here today? What happened? You know what I'm saying? If niggas was that thug, if niggas was that real, all of the G's of that era, if they was that real, like, you know, Freddie Mines, he's saying, hey, I was gonna kill Frank Lucas. Look, you can meet my father today. You know what I'm saying? The Post, you can read right in the New York Post to tell you he's in a wheelchair. You know what I'm saying? 77-year-old man. But if you meet him right now today, you'll see there ain't no bitch in him, dog. Wasn't nobody gonna almost kill him and walk away from that shit. It's not like that. He's not that kind of dude. So if you're gonna kill Frank, you should have did it. Because son is here today, walking and talking, and I'm talking about Freddie Mines. He's here walking and talking today. I know he didn't almost kill Frank, because if he had almost killed Frank and didn't get away with it, he wouldn't be here. That's what I'm saying. So it's a lot of negative publicity out there about who did this and who did what. Look, he's the American gangster. It's documented. Universal does their homework when they do a story on somebody. They ain't gonna spend all these hundreds of $1 million on a guy that wasn't the man. They know the story. They know the truth. You know what I'm saying? Cat is out the bag. Cat is just made. It's a lot of hate going on. It's a lot of hate on me going on. You know? The American Gangster Commission, you know what I'm saying, is a bunch of dudes that are lyrically proficient. I mean, these dark spitters for real. We goes in like, and I wanted to surround myself with dudes that I felt like was on my level and could threat me consistently. Because what happens is when you do it like that, now you're talking about really bringing New York back. Because it was competitive before. See, these CEO dudes started getting in position, getting the baddest chicks in the game, wearing their chain. And what happened is that they started falling back and getting relaxed. And they didn't want to put talent around them like that all the time. That's why Kanye said, Colleen told me I could even buy 2 tickets. And the Big Brother jump off because, oh, this nigga's a threat now, so let me keep him to the side. You feel me? You know what I mean? Kanye, if I'm wrong, explain it, and I apologize if I'm wrong, but I think I got you right out. You know what I'm saying? If I'm wrong, let me know and holler at me. You know what I mean? But the point being made is that, you know what I'm saying? You hear it on a song, you know what he's saying. You know what he's saying. So basically, he wanted to keep him at bay because he realized that this dude had the ability and the charisma to be something really huge, like he is. My thing is, I want dudes that can be really huge around me because I know what I can do. I'm not afraid. Bring it. I love it. I love it. I got a bloodlust for this, dog. You know what I'm saying? This is no front. This is what it is. I ain't no studio gangster. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm not a gangster. I'm a G. My father's a gangster. You know what I'm saying? I'm a G. You know what I mean? If you put me in a position where I gotta go in, I'm going in. You know what I'm saying? Them kind of dudes like my pops and them, they didn't need a reason. They was just on it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like that. I'm not built like that. I ain't acting like it. But if you come at me, word is bond, it's an issue. And I'm not gonna beat you in the head with a bunch of soliloquies about what I'm gonna do, because that's not to be taped and documented. You know what I'm saying? That's to be sold, not to be told. You feel me? You know what I mean? And lastly, you know what I'm saying, look out for the Frank Lucas album. The Frank Lucas album will be coming out in February. You know what I'm saying? Nothing can stop the return of the king, homie. I mean, anybody can say return of the king, but you actually gotta be from the bloodline of the king to return, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So this is what it is, man. It's my time. You know what I'm saying? It's the time for the conspiracy against all real dudes to be removed. Like so many lies that are swept from under a rug. You know what I'm saying? So now we're about to go in. Real dudes like this brother right here that's giving this interview right now.
Gutter next to blow.
Gutter next to blow, you know what I'm saying? Real dudes like Gutter, they tell you what it is, you feel me? You know what I mean? I hang around real dudes because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? If you lose contact with the street element, if you lose contact with the industry heads that are real but they just work in the industry, then you don't understand where you're moving, you know what I mean? So you gotta know where you're coming from in order to get where you're trying to go. Because if you don't know where you're coming from, what is your destination based on where you're trying to go? That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Also look out, got a song called Blue Magic with the group Blue Magic that we're doing, you know what I'm saying? And that's gonna be fire, you know what I mean? Blog is talking about, oh well, you know, Frank Lucas is saying that Jay-Z doesn't know what Blue Magic is. Fuck what they say. Jay-Z's Blue Magic now. Jay-Z ain't Blue Magic, because if you was smart enough to know what Blue Magic was, you wouldn't even came out your mouth and said that dumb shit. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And ain't no pussy over here, son. I rock, nigga. What up? Get it poppin'. You know what I'm saying? Early, I goes in, nigga. Ain't no back down to me at all. You know what I mean? So, on the real, I respect everybody. But if you come at me disrespectfully, we gonna do what we gonna do. You know what I mean? And I ain't worried about none of that, homie. I'm telling you right now. It's not my problem. Come at me, it's your issue. It's not my pain, it is yours. I promise you. with a signed, sealed, and approved guarantee. I respect everybody. Just don't disrespect me. Like I said, there's a lot going on. There's a lot of jealousy out there. Frank Lucas Jr., the son of an American gangster. You know what I mean? Oh, well, that's that nigga's son, so what that's supposed to mean? All right, nigga. New York breaks. I'm going to show you what it's supposed to mean. Let's go.